Most people think mental toughness is built when life gets hard. They think it's built during heartbreaks, failures, pressure, and bad days. But that's not actually when mental toughness is created. That's when it's tested. The truth is, mental strength is built long before life throws problems at you. In fact, some of the strongest people you know build resilience before most people even finish their first cup of coffee. Every morning, your brain is making a choice. Will you train yourself to avoid discomfort or become stronger because of it? Today, I'm going to show you 5 morning habits that make people mentally unbreakable. These habits are backed by psychology, neuroscience, and real-world behavior. They help you stay calm under pressure, recover faster from setbacks, and become the kind of person who doesn't fall apart when life gets difficult. But pay close attention to habit number 5. It's the most unusual habit on this list, and it might be the simplest way to build resilience that most people completely ignore. Let's get into it. Habit number 1. Shock your system with cold water. Let's start with the hardest one. Imagine standing in front of an ice-cold shower first thing in the morning. Every part of your brain is telling you not to do it. It's uncomfortable, it's unpleasant, and that's exactly why it works. The moment cold water hits your skin, your body experiences a controlled form of stress. Your heart rate rises, your breathing changes, your brain becomes fully alert. But here's the interesting part. After that initial shock, your body begins adapting. You learn that discomfort isn't dangerous. You learn that you can handle it. And that's one of the foundations of mental toughness. Mentally weak people avoid discomfort. Mentally strong people train with it. Cold exposure also releases powerful brain chemicals that increase alertness, energy, and focus. Many people report feeling more confident and more alive after just a few minutes. Not because the water changed their life. Because they proved to themselves they could do something difficult before the day even started. And when you start your day with a win over your own mind, everything else feels easier. Now let's move to the second habit. Because mental toughness isn't just about your body, it's also about how sharp your mind is. Habit number 2, wake up your brain with peppermint. This one sounds almost too simple. But don't underestimate it. Imagine waking up feeling groggy and unfocused. Now imagine taking one deep breath of peppermint oil or smelling a peppermint candy. Within seconds, your brain becomes more alert. Studies have found that peppermint can improve attention, memory, and mental performance. Think of it as a natural wake-up signal for your brain. But there's a deeper lesson here. Mentally strong people don't leave their mental state to chance. They intentionally create it. Most people wake up and hope they'll feel focused. Mentally resilient people create conditions that help focus happen. That's a powerful difference. Because when your mind is clear, you're less reactive, less emotional, and better prepared for challenges throughout the day. And speaking of emotions, that brings us to habit number 3. This one might be the most important skill on this entire list. Habit number 3. Name your feelings out loud. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt stressed, anxious, frustrated, or overwhelmed without really knowing why? Most people experience emotions. Very few people understand them. Here's a simple exercise. Every morning, take a moment and say, I feel anxious. I feel tired. I feel frustrated, or whatever is true. Then add one more sentence. Now, maybe you need rest. Maybe you need clarity. Maybe you need a break. Maybe you need support. It sounds simple, but neuroscience shows something fascinating. The moment you put an emotion into words, the emotional part of your brain becomes less active, and the thinking part becomes more active. In other words, naming your emotions helps you regain control over them. You stop becoming the emotion and start observing it. That's what mentally strong people do differently. They don't ignore emotions, they understand them. And when you understand something, it becomes much harder for it to control you. Now let's talk about a habit that calms your entire nervous system in less than a minute. Habit number 4. Hum a simple tune. This one sounds strange, but stay with me. The next time you wake up feeling stressed or mentally overloaded, try humming for 30 seconds. Just a low, steady hum. That's it. Here's why it works. Humming creates vibrations that stimulate something called the vagus nerve. Think of the vagus nerve as your body's natural calm down switch. When it's activated, your nervous system starts moving out of stress mode and into recovery mode. Your heart rate slows. Your breathing becomes steadier. Your mind becomes quieter. And here's what makes this powerful. Most people wait until they're overwhelmed before trying to calm down. Mentally resilient people regulate their nervous system before stress shows up. It's preventative, not reactive. Just 30 seconds of humming can help you start your day feeling more centered, focused, and emotionally balanced. But we're not done. Because the final habit might be the most surprising one of all. And once you understand it, you'll never look at mornings the same way again. Habit number 5. Walk barefoot on the earth. I know what some of you are thinking. Walking barefoot? Really? But hear me out. Imagine stepping outside early in the morning. No phone, no notifications, no social media, just you, the grass, and a quiet moment. For 60 seconds, walk barefoot and pay attention to what you feel. The cool ground, the air, the sounds around you. Something interesting happens. Your attention shifts away from stress and back into the present moment. You stop living in tomorrow's problems and return to today's reality. Research suggests that grounding practices may reduce stress, improve relaxation, and help regulate the nervous system. But even beyond the science, there's something powerful happening. You're reconnecting with the real world before the digital world gets a chance to take over. And that matters more than most people realize. Because mentally unbreakable people aren't constantly trapped in their thoughts. They're grounded in reality, they're present, they're aware, and they don't let distractions control their state of mind. So let's put everything together. Cold water teaches you to embrace discomfort. Peppermint sharpens your focus. Naming emotions gives you control. Humming calms your nervous system. And grounding reconnects you to the present moment. None of these habits take very long, but together they train something much more important than motivation. They train resilience, and resilience is what carries you through hard days. Here's the truth. Being mentally unbreakable doesn't mean you never feel stress. It doesn't mean you never struggle. And it definitely doesn't mean life becomes easy. It means you've trained yourself to handle whatever life throws at you. One morning, one habit, one small decision at a time. Because mental strength isn't built during the storm. It's built before the storm arrives.